As stated in the video, if you followed the other video to this one, or if you're just watching this video, I'm going to do a quick Rover update. And by Rover update, I'm going to go over everything that happened in the past 8 months since January. Since we moved to South Carolina, we were doing all of our traveling. I was making videos pretty regularly, and then all of a sudden it just kind of stopped. So I know I'm bad for that. So essentially what happened is it got really, really cold. And after the snow, we kind of cut the camping trips. The wife just wasn't about the cold weather, which is fine. We did a lot of mountain biking, probably saw some of those videos, and when spring came around, we did a lot of motorcycling, which I'm going to probably start doing some of those videos. So if you like motorcycle content, that's going to be coming, because I just got a new bike too, which is somewhere over there. Yeah, anyways. So a few updates to from the Rover. Starting, let's say, probably February, I got new tires on this bad boy. So, bad girl, sorry. So I went with, I want to say they're like 31s or something, but they're the biggest tires I could fit on here. I do get tire rub. I haven't been able to look into it, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. But they look absolutely awesome. And I'll do like video cuts in this, so I'll edit through this. So after I got the tires, about a week and a half later, fifth gear in my transmission decided it did not want to exist anymore. So I lost fifth gear. Second gear is being really, really choppy, and at that point I knew it was time to take her down. So the past 6, almost 7 months, I have not had the Discovery. It has been in Bluffton, South Carolina with a friend, and he did a full transmission rebuild on this thing. So the reason why you haven't seen anything Rover-wise, whether you follow me on Instagram, whether you follow me on TikTok, whether you follow me on Expedition Portal or whatever, I didn't really update a lot of people. I just kind of sent it off, and I was in a mood about it. So now I'm better. It's back, as you can see. I got it 2 weeks ago. We picked it up. Picture here. And I'm so happy to have it back. So in the transmission build, we found that fifth gear was not the factory gear for the LT77 manual transmission. When he went in there, he replaced fifth gear completely, did all new synchros. Second gear, we found out that I guess like the friction plate on the transmission, I don't really know what to call it, was completely worn, and it was not slowing down second gear for the engagement. So it was actually just going straight in and grinding into second gear. So now second gear is completely fixed. Fifth gear completely fixed. The transmission shifts beautifully. Replaced the seal from the transfer case to the transmission. So that is not leaking anymore, which was a problem before. The output shaft, input shaft, all that stuff in the pinion or yoke, or I don't know, was replaced with fairly new components also. So those all cut out a lot of slop in the transmission, and I already did the drive shaft joints and all that stuff. So like it's so much smoother. Shifting is smoother, ride smoother. It's got new fluid in there. It's all good to go. So the transmission is fixed, shifting beautifully. Since then also, I ended up having to do the front left corner. So in some of the videos, I think the Florida video, I talked about the cracking and the popping in the front corner, and then the CV joint was bad. The seal, the swivel joint seal was bad. And one of the preload washers, or thrust washers, whatever, was completely gone. So the shaking and the slop in the steering all came from that as well. So I went and rebuilt pretty much that whole corner with all new bearings and stuff like that. So like that whole front corner is completely gold now. I have the other kit for the other side. That was the driver's side, and I haven't gotten to doing it yet, but the other side is not bad. So so that's all fixed. That was another big deal. That was a lot of money to find out that it was just the preload that was giving a bad vibe up in the front corner. So, but that's all fixed. I did that right after I got the tires. And also did the pulleys for the main pulley, and then I did the alternator pulley because I was getting a lot of squeak. I was starting to lose power again. I thought the alternator was going bad this time, and it wasn't. It was just the belts. So belts have been replaced, and now it drives great. Steering feels good, whereas before it felt really sloppy, and I thought I was having issues with the power steering pump, but wasn't the case. So that is good to go. One of the biggest accessory upgrades I've done, though, and I'm really excited about, is thanks to a buddy in North Carolina, we got an ARB bumper, and the ARB bumper is now running a winch too. So we got ARB and 13,000 pound X-pull winch from Rob. And you've probably seen Rob in some of the other videos too, or on Instagram. He's the one with the YLR3. So super excited to have that. I got the cables set back up too, the limb risers. And then the only thing I gotta do is I gotta rewire the Hella lights on the bumper. I haven't gotten to do that yet. There's an issue somewhere in that wiring, and I can't seem to figure out what it is. And I think it's the internals of the actual light housing. But ARB looks absolutely sweet. Functional winch now, so especially going out to Uwharrie, it's nice to have that. I hope to never have to use the winch, but it's nice to have out here because there are down trees sometimes. You just never know coming in and out of the forest, especially on a one-way. Rocks, boulders, or other people that might need help. So it's good to have. That's pretty much it on the accessories and pretty much updates. I'm trying to think if there was anything else weird. It's really just been gone for way too long, and that was kind of the big thing. There's the transmission. Now that it is back, we're going to start working on some other projects though, intermittently. We've got a motorcycle project I'm going to probably push out for Rob over the next couple weeks, and then after that we'll start working on the hood, and I also have to do brakes. So brakes is going to be another big project. Aside from that, I'm so happy to have this back. Ready to head out to Uwharrie and go have a fun time camping, do a little off-roading. Hopefully nothing crazy. I'm not looking to break it again. I'm looking to just have a good time and do some camping. So if you want to stick around for the Uwharrie video, follow the link below and come for a ride with us. We'll see you guys on the road, out on the trail, and catch you guys later.